Hi, this is Brandon Moon with Moonlit Fly Fishing. I want to welcome you to Fly Tying Night tonight. Tonight we're going to be tying up the Gartside Gurgler. This is a fly created by Jack Gartside in 1988. And a very effective topwater pattern and very effective for fishing saltwater, bass, even panfish, and don't even forget trout. Great pattern to tie and fish. With that, I want to make sure that I invite you to like the video. If you find any value in this content whatsoever, we'd greatly appreciate it. If you liked the video, left us a comment, hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive future notification, and we appreciate your support. For the hook on this, we're using a size 6. This is the new ML 411 hook. It's the Tagada series. Great hook for this pattern. You can tie this pattern in an up eye, a down eye, or even a straight eye. So you have a variety of choices. I like down eye hooks a lot, so that's what we're using today. For the thread, I've got Semperfli Classic Wax in a 6/0 floral green. For the tail on this, I'm using some Semperfli Predator fibers in the Baitfish Olive. And I'm going to tie this in roughly about the length of the hook shank. And I'm just going to kind of secure that in with a couple wraps. Now I'm going to take my scissors and we'll take and trim this out roughly about 3/4 of the hook shank. Set that aside for the next one. Now I'm just going to secure that all down, create a nice good underbody, give me some area to grip my foam on. Now I'm just going to give a couple wraps up underneath that tail there. For the body on this, I'm using 2 different colors of tying foam. The first one I'm going to tie in is going to be my top color, and I'm using the Adams Gray. White is a great color choice on this too. So you can see I've got a tie-in point there. I'm going to lay that down so that I'm going up to that 3/4 point. Now I'll just grip that down nice and tight. I'm going to make sure that I go back to the bend there. This tying foam is cut to be the gape of the hook. So you can see roughly the gape of that hook there. We'll tie in the green now. I'm just going to cover that up and grip it down just a little bit. Now I'm going to take some UV Polar Chenille, the medium, from Hairline. Just secure that down. I'll go about halfway. I'm just going to half hitch that there. Now I'll set that off to the side. Now I'm just going to wrap this and create a body, kind of palmering a little bit that chenille to that halfway point. We'll tie that in. Set that off to the back there. Bring those fibers back. Now I'm going to take some silly legs from Snake River Fly. I'm going to take 2 of them. I'm going to tie this in on the side, and I want these legs to go roughly halfway down that tail. Secure that down. Pull these over the top. Now I've got that. I'm just going to take my scissors, measure that down halfway down that tail, trim them out. I'm going to keep those because I'm going to use some more of those in just a second. Now we're going to go all the way up here to the front of that tie, or that 3/4 point. We're just going to finish wrapping this body. I'm just going to secure that down, and that's going to give me enough room right there, basically almost 2 eye lengths in front there. To tie in my foam and everything else I need to do. Alright, so now I'm going to take my legs again. And we'll tie these in. Try and get them lined up a little bit. I want to tie those in halfway down, roughly about to the end of my body there, because I want to give that plenty of action in motion. Just like before, I'm going to secure that down, pull that over, take that, measure that out to the end of the body. I can set that off to the side so I can use at another time. Now we'll pull the first color over, loose wrap, then a couple times. Now I'll just kind of bite that foam down. Now we'll pull the second color over. This foam makes this float really well. It's like a skating fly. It's going to attract a lot of attention from the fish. Now we'll just kind of wrap underneath here. I'm going to measure this off, and I want this to go just past that hook eye is. I'm going to trim that off. I'll stand that up again. And I'm just kind of creating a nice thread dam so that when that water pushes up against this foam, it spreads it out and creates a little gurgle that catches the fish's attention. I'm going to take a little bit of super glue and just put it in between those 2 pieces of foam. Lift that up a little bit. Seat that thread just under there again. Got my finger just a little. Now we're ready to just whip finish this fly. Good couple whips. Trim that out. Take a little bit of head cement just to help make sure that knot's nice and strong and durable. Now I'm going to take, kind of trim this up just a little bit, round it out. So the water is going to push up against this and act kind of just like a popper. Great pattern. Use this for fishing bass, target trout. You can change the color on this. It's actually going to make a fairly good little mouse pattern imitation. Float really well with the foam. Very effective fly. We appreciate the innovation from Jack Gartside. Again, if you find any value in this video, make sure that you like it, leave us a comment, hit the subscribe and the bell to receive future notifications. We hope that you enjoy using our materials and tying up our patterns, and you have a great day, and we'll see you next week.